Once you have paid for your COS, guys, you have to be very careful and be very watchful. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fajira. If you're seeing this beautiful face for the very first time, I'm so happy to have you all in our beautiful family. For my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate. God bless you. If you're new to this channel, I create content on how you can migrate to the UK, jobs with visa sponsorship in the UK immigration updates, live in the UK, scholarships in the UK, like everything you can think about the UK. So if you're someone who is interested in such content, do hit on that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're definitely going to be the very first person to see that video. So guys, today's video is proudly sponsored by Moso. Moso is an online shop where you can get all your economic share, just as you can see how comfortable I'm seated in today's video. Okay, so guys, spare me 1 or 2 minutes of your time. Let me tell you exactly what they do and how you can benefit from Moso. Thanks Moso for delivering this beautiful E600 economic share. Like you can see, this is from Moso. I'm going to leave the link to this in the description of the video. Just as you can see me unboxing this beautiful economic office share, one of the things I love is, as work from home mom, is for me to be comfortable. Now this properly designed ergonomic chair adapts to the curves of your body rather than requiring you to adjust your sitting position to fit it. One of the best things that can happen to moms and dads that work from home is for you to work in a comfortable position. The lumbar support is top-notch, as you can see. Now this was easily assembled. It's just about 10 steps, just as you can see on the manual. You don't really need so much stress. It took me about 15 minutes to assemble this. I actually did look forward to use this Moso ergonomic chair because it supports my neck, my back, my waist, my buttocks, and it also prevents neck strain, providing back and lumbar support, which is a very good thing. And guess what? This ergonomic chair is suitable for many body types from 150 to 185 cm, which is above 120 kg. So just as you can see, you don't really need to adjust your body to fit into this ergonomic chair because it has a part to adjust the waist, the back, and also the neck. I'm really enjoying this ergonomic chair, which was why I had to take away my work decks so you can see how it looks and how comfortable it is. And I also want you to enjoy this. Look at the handrest, like you can take it to any level of your choice, and also the recliner. Man guys, hurry now, use the link in the description of this video and purchase one for yourself. They are currently on sale, and the good thing, like you can see, it's easy for you to stretch. And just in case you don't feel like working on your decks, you can adjust it to any level and be comfortable still working from home. Just as you can see, the beautiful smile on my face, that's to tell you how comfortable I am working on this ergonomic chair. And just to add to further support your comfort and peace of mind, they provide up to 12 years warranty. Investing in your well-being is one thing that I've told myself that I really need to do, and to be honest, it has helped me a lot. So guys, this is currently on sales, and just in case you purchase it, you've got 30 days to return it if you don't like it, but trust me, you won't have any need to return it. So guys, hurry now, use the link in the description box to purchase one for yourself and thank me later. Thank you very much for your time, guys. So like I said, that in today's video, I'll be sharing an update regarding sponsored licenses. Like we all know that a lot of companies have been losing their licenses now. So I'm going to be sharing what you have to do and what to look out for. Once you have paid for your COS, guys, you have to be very careful and be very watchful and be very, very vigilant, because what Home Office is doing now, they are randomly picking a lot of care homes. And if you actually did pay for your COS, then it's just a matter of time. They will definitely get to that care home. So what you have to do is to continuously be on the lookout, not only to check if your company's license is still valid, but also to check other care companies that are recruiting without taking any payments. Because if you have paid for a COS for 3 years, there is no guarantee that that company is going to be there for 3 years. It's very common now. And how did I get to find out this? I do a lot of consultations with my beautiful viewers, and they share the messages from their companies with me. So if an agent have told you that pay for COS for 5 years, for 3 years, and so on, just be very, very careful, because it's not just about paying for the COS. Now the question is, how long is that company going to be on the sponsorship list. Now, one of the things I've always mentioned on this channel is that, for instance, if a company license is revoked, the company does not really have so much to lose, because they can still carry on to operate in the UK, but they will not be able to sponsor people from overseas. Yeah, they will not be able to sponsor people from overseas. So they don't really have so much to lose, because they can still recruit around and still use those same people to make their monies. So you should always be on the lookout for the fact, like I said, that you have paid whatever you have paid for COS for 3 years, for 2 years. There's no guarantee that that company is continuously going to be on the licensed sponsors list. Another thing you have to look out for is, if you had paid for your COS, or you've gotten a job and you're currently in the UK and you keep hearing that the director or the owner of the company is not in the UK, guys, be very, very vigilant and start looking out for other care organizations, because right now I know a lot of people have paid and they are still overseas because the company license has been revoked. I'm going to be sharing a case about New Hope Care Limited and what led to their license revocation. As you can see on my screen, background to the judicial review, because they actually applied for judicial review. Judicial review is an organization that helps license holders to get back their license just in case the Home Office has revoked the license. So New Hope Care Limited sponsored 156 workers in the skilled worker route, health and care subcategory, following a compliance audit conducted by the Home Office on the 7th of August 2023. Their license was suspended. Like we all know that once Home Office finds out anything, they will revoke their license. That's why I always say that if you have paid for your CS, it's just a matter of time. They'll get to that organization. Home Office suspended their license on the 14th of August 2023, pending further investigation on the basis of the organization was failing to comply with duties as a licensed sponsor, but without giving further details. There was a proposed second visit on the 6th of September 2023, but the authorizing officer, Mr. Shize, replied stating he had been detained in Zimbabwe and requested a later date. Only Mr. Shize held key personal rules in relation to the license. New Hope Care informed the Home Office that no one else was aware of any sponsorship duties and requested the visit be postponed. The second compliance visit was cancelled by the SSHD, with another to be rescheduled as appropriate. So just as you can see, instead, on the 6th of October 2023, the decision to revoke the license was made on the grounds that the claimant AO was not based in the UK and there was no other AO in place, which was what I said, that once you arrive in the UK and you find out that the organization that gave you your COS, the director or whoever owns the company, is not based in the UK, you have to be very careful. The claimant had issued an excessive number of sponsorship certificates representing a threat to immigration control. Now, the claimant had issued 0 hours contract to some workers, which we all know how frustrating that will be for care workers who have migrated to the UK, hoping that they will get to the UK and they get their hours. And sometimes you hear them say, oh, I'm only doing payroll or whatever. Now, the next one, paid some workers less than the amount on their cost. Like we know, once a cost is issued, there's a salary threshold for a care worker. Now, I think the new salary threshold for this year is 23,200. This director had indicated on the COS that they will be paid the normal salary for care workers, but now has refused to pay what is on the COS. Now, paid some workers less than the national minimum wage or the working time regulations. So if you are in any of those organizations that you are currently experiencing this, just start looking out for another organization, because once the Home Office checks and they find out, like I said, they are definitely going to revoke the license, just like the New Hope Care. They paid some workers in cash. How would a company pay workers in cash? In my life in the UK, I've not worked in any organization where they give me cash, like my monthly salary. You have to pay the tax to government, 20% from your salary. You have to pay your NI, you have to contribute towards your pension. So if you're paid in cash, now you're missing out on your tax, you're missing out on your NI, and you're missing out on your pension contribution. This is what the New Hope Care owner has been doing. Reported to require workers to pay a penalty if they left their employment within 3 years. How will he tell his employees to pay a penalty if they are leaving the organization within 3 years, whereas he has not even given them the required hours? He has not even paid them what they have agreed that they are going to be paid, and some of them do not even have enough hours to sustain their families. The defendant also doubted that the claimant was able to pay all of his employees. Some individuals had started to work for the claimant more than 28 days after their employment had been due to begin. Right to work checks had not been carried out and or kept for a number of workers. Record keeping was inadequate, and the AO had failed to keep a secure personal email address. Claimant's processes and procedures were not adequate. Like we know, Home Office will always want to check. A lot of companies, in fact, there was a company that got their license revoked recently, and one of the things I heard about that company was they were giving people maximum 30 hours in a month. So if they are giving people maximum 30 hours in a month, how are they going to pay their bills? So apart from the fact that Home Office had revoked that license, I believe that some of the employees may have reported the organization. This is just to give you a heads up, to make sure that once you start experiencing all of this, it won't take long and Home Office may revoke the license of the organization. So once you get to the UK, start looking out for another organization. If they tell you, oh, come today, come and do this training, come and do that training, and they are not giving you hours, start looking out for other organizations that you don't have to pay. Because from experience, a lot of people that actually got their COS without paying are still working from 2022 till date, and the company has not had any issues. Because even if Home Office goes to do their audit in such organization, they will see that there is nothing there to hide. New Hope Care applied for permission to judicially review the decision, challenging it on 4 grounds. I'm just wondering why they are going to challenge the decision of Home Office, whereas they have failed to do their part. Now, after they challenged it, their license was still not put back. License was revoked completely. Like we all know that Home Office as well is reinstating some care companies that they revoked their license in the past. They finished their auditing and they found out that there was no need for them to revoke such licenses. They reinstated it. But for this man that left the UK to stay in his country, he claimed he had a company in the UK. So who is going to manage it? There was no HR, there was no admin, there was nobody. If you have paid for your COS, like I earlier mentioned, make sure that you have a plan B if you manage to get to the UK without the license being revoked. Start sorting out for other care organizations that will sponsor you for free. And once you're sponsored for free, your mind will be at peace, because even if Home Office carries out their compliance check on such organization, you're sure that your job is still secured and your sponsorship. Now, another thing you have to do is to also keep an eye on the daily license checker. Keep an eye on your company. Make sure you're checking if the company's license is still valid. Someone sent me this message that was emailed to him, not knowing that the license has been revoked for a long time and the company have done everything they were supposed to do, yet they didn't get back the license, and they now had to start emailing everybody to let them know what has happened. If this employee was regularly checking the license sponsors list to see if the company was still licensed to sponsor, I'm sure that by now she would have gotten another organization, not just to wait for the company to inform them. As you can see, it is sad to announce that our sponsorship license has been revoked despite all our evidential submission post UKVI audits. What does this mean? It implies we don't have a legal right to sponsorship migrant workers anymore. An existing sponsored staff will need to look for another sponsor within 60 days from you receiving UKVI notification. Now, you don't have to wait to get that notification. If you have received this letter from your employer, that's to say they have done everything they are supposed to do, and yet they couldn't get back their license. Once you receive this letter, start looking out for other organizations. Don't wait for the Home Office to send you their email before you can start looking at organization. Now, this person was regularly checking the list, like the license sponsored list, to find out if the company is still licensed to sponsor them. I'm sure that this person would have been prepared before receiving this email from the organization. So please, once you're here, make sure you're always checking, because if you don't check, then you receive this one, and let's say in another few days Home Office now sends you their letter. You know how devastating that could be. So I wouldn't want to see any of my viewers going through that. Okay, so guys, we've actually come to the end of today's video, and I hope you find this video helpful. And if you do, please do like and share with your friends and loved ones. And if you're yet to subscribe to join our beautiful family, please do hit on that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're definitely going to be the very first person to see that video. Until I see you in my next video, guys, do take care and have a lovely day. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye for now.